Stephon Clark's death represented a new low for police killings. He was unarmed, he was nonviolent, and the police shot him 20 times in his back, in his grandmother's backyard, for holding up a phone. They thought he was holding up a gun. But why were the officers there to begin with? Why were they so violent? Where were they radicalized?
911, what's location of the emergency?
Guys going down the street breaking windows of cars. He busted both my truck windows out. He busted in people's backyard right now.
Now, Sacramento police were responding to a vandalism call when a police helicopter alerted them to the presence of a 22-year-old Stephon Clark who was running away. A later investigation did link Stephon to the vandalism, but the cops were only speculating during their pursuit, even though it shouldn't matter since vandalism is not punishable by death and there was no due process to begin with. But I guess the "I thought his cell phone was a gun" defense is still airtight in 2019, since it was good enough for the Sacramento DA, who looked real hard at this case and just couldn't find any wrongdoing whatsoever.
Was a crime committed? But when we look at the facts and the law and we follow our ethical responsibilities, the answer to that question is no.
It's honestly sad that it doesn't shock me when the execution of a young black man by law enforcement is not considered a crime by this DA. A DA who knows a whole lot about ethical responsibilities, mind you, like the responsibility she has to the police groups she took $420,000 from to turn a blind eye in cases exactly like this one.
The DA says Clark ignored commands and took a shooting stance, so the cops were justified.
Money well spent when you can kill someone in their backyard and the governing body designed to hold you accountable claims that cops who shot first and asked questions later were actually justified. And then they double down with wild accusations about how your victim was actually a criminal and also suicidal. What? They didn't know any of this. I'm sorry, officer, I murdered this person because he was suicidal. Just look at his text messages and emails I gathered off of the phone I took from his dead body. At this point, the American criminal justice system is beyond parody. This is exactly why reform is virtually impossible. When groups with more money can maintain their innocence in a court of law, when murder is seen as a regular part of the job for the police force, when these violent actions are excused by the public, the responsibility for reform falls almost exclusively on the members of the victimized communities, the people with the least money, the least power, and the least capacity for effecting change. Which is why the rest of us, who have any influence at all over the public dialogue, need to raise our voices and continue to say their names and demand justice. Justice for Eric Gardner, for Sandra Bland, for Philando Castile, for Tamir Rice, and now justice for Stephon Clark. I'm Hasan Piker. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you want to support TYT, please go to tyt.com/join and join. TYT membership is only $5 a month and it greatly helps us. And this has been The Breakdown. Did you know that TYT Network is now available on YouTube's new streaming platform, YouTube TV? Get access to full TYT episodes and exclusive shows by signing up for YouTube TV today. All new subscribers get a 7-day free trial, so head on over to youtube.tv and search for the TYT Network channel.